definitely for me, a future Olympian winner, which is probably why I was so harsh on the criticism. Listen.
Welcome to PricePlow.
All right, guys. So I'm here with the legend, Shawn Ray. What's going on, man?
Well, I'm here to MC the amateurs. I've actually completed day 3 of upwards of 500 plus amateurs from around the world: Russia, Poland, Slovakia, all the places you can't pronounce their names. They were all here this weekend.
Nice.
I've been going since last week. I was in China for a week, and then now I'm on double duty. I've got to cover the contest for musculardevelopment.com. So the finals are coming up, and we'll be online blogging about it and interviewing the athletes.
Nice. Well, I gotta say, I'm gonna tell you, because I got to give you a little bit of credit here, man. There's 2 bodybuilders that I've always thought had like the best physique lines, like best structure. You, Flex Wheeler, I feel like were the 2 guys that I always looked at and I'm like, oh, like nearly perfect. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. So,
Flex was one of the guys that right before he turned pro, he actually helped me move into my very first apartment in Los Angeles. And obviously, we had some very big battles going on throughout my career. I think I brought out the best in him, but he gave it right back to me.
Nice. So I'm curious. All right. So you had some things to say about Dallas. Of course, there was the posing video and some stuff like that. I interviewed with Dallas through Skype a couple of weeks ago, and then it's going down tonight.
Yeah.
So what's your follow-up, man? What do you think?
Well, I just got done watching him on stage, and we predicted this was going to be a 2-man show, and it would probably come down to a difference of maturity. Dallas McCarver is definitely the future of bodybuilding. Last year, Sid McMillan was first runner-up and was pushing Kai Green, who's arguably one of the best bodybuilders of his time right now, having won the Arnold Classic multiple times. And Cedric, I think, still has the edge on maturity. I watched him pose for pose. I'm still going to lean towards Cedric coming up to move into first place. And of course, Dallas, I think, is going to be first runner-up. But even at the Olympia, Dallas was nipping at his heels. They were 7th and 8th place there. So Dallas is on the right path. I think what he needs to do is slow down, let his body catch up to his maturity. There's no rush. I mean, in 3 years, all these guys that he's competing with are going to be gone, and he's going to be standing there as Mr. Olympia. But if he continues to rush it, pack on size, and do some crazy stuff, I'm afraid for the guy. I've seen people crash and burn trying to do too much too fast. He is definitely, for me, a future Olympian winner, which is probably why I was so harsh on the criticism. Listen, you only learn from the people. I'm a bodybuilder. I learn from people that talk crap about me constructively, that criticize me, because there's so many fans that tell you what you want to hear. But you always hear that one dissenting voice that your calves are small, but he needs to work on his hamstrings. He doesn't have the rear delts. I was brutally honest with Dallas. You need to work on your posing. You need to take your time. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I don't know that he needs to do a whole bunch of crazy stuff to beat someone like Cedric. Father Time will beat Cedric, and he'll be standing there victorious. This would be a nice feather in Dallas's cap if he beats Cedric. It's not over until it's over. But should he not beat Dallas or beat Cedric, Dallas will be there. He's second place in this show. He'd be losing to a guy that was in the Olympia that was second place a year ago. Nothing to be ashamed of. No one's going to beat Dallas in the second spot tonight. That I can assure you.
Nice, man. Well, I mean, you heard it from the man. I think that's a great follow-up. And you know, I don't know, like, I'm not as good with the bodybuilding as obviously Shawn is, but I can speak. You know, Dallas was an amazing guy. His personality is awesome. He's very humble, down to earth. You know, country boy. I think he would be a good, like, Mr. Olympia. Like, I would love to see that, and I really hope for that too.
So he's definitely got his head screwed on straight. I want him to understand. I have no axe to grind against him. I want him to be the best that he can be.
Yeah.
So you learn the lessons the hard way. You make a mistake on social media. I bet he doesn't make that mistake again.
Yeah.
You don't ever want to have a picture of you out there like I got in 1996, where you're out of shape and it lives forever in social media. But there's only 1 or 2 shots. Yeah. I guess pose on a moment's notice, and that picture lives forever. Don't take your shirt off in front of a camera if you don't want anybody else to criticize you. Yeah. This is a sport of criticism. And he's got a lot of lights and spotlights on him right now. And he has to be mindful, what is he trying to accomplish? If you want to be the best in the world, show us your best when you're at your best. And then there's no criticism that can be taken the wrong way.
Last thing I was going to say, I read on Flex Online that Dallas turned pro at 21, and apparently you were the only guy before him, I think that's what they said, and it was like 20 years prior or something like that, that you turned at 21, right?
Well, I'm a historian. Let me put some perspective. 8-time Mr. Olympia Lee Haney was the youngest national champion overall until I came along. in 1987. Haney won at 82. He was 23 years old, I believe it was. At 22 years old at 10 months. I was 22 years old in 1 month. And then Dallas McCarver came along at 21 years old. So
oh man,
he's headed in the right direction.
Nice, awesome. Well, hey, thanks for being with us, man. I know you got stuff to do. Thank you.